What's up, YouTube? It's Dimitri back here with another video. Today we've got the KX250F, and before we get into building this bike back up and hopefully running at the end of this video, I want to thank you guys for all the love and support recently with the subscribers, with the comments, with the likes, with the views, everything, guys. Thank you so much for all your support. It really keeps me motivated to want to keep putting out content for you guys. But with that said, guys, we've got the KX250F here. In the last video, I talked about how Facebook Marketplace was a scam, and I got scammed really bad on this bike. What was supposed to be a simple electrical fix turned into the whole engine being apart, and it turns out, guys, we needed a new crank. And I immediately went on eBay, ordered a brand new OEM crank for this bike, and that was 2 weeks ago, and it still has not come in the mail. So I'm extremely frustrated. But with that said, I think Facebook Marketplace has redeemed itself because somehow, some way, someone had one of these lying around. And this right here is the missing piece to the puzzle that we have here in front of us. This here is really a Hail Mary attempt to save this bike. So, stay tuned, guys. Hopefully this thing runs at the end of this video.
Hello, I'm just an animal.
Now that we've got these two cases together, guys, I cannot stress enough how important it is to make sure everything here moves freely. As you can see, the transmission is working just fine. You don't want to feel any resistance. It should be nice and smooth, which it is in this case. And then you also want to make sure that the crank is moving freely, which it is in this case. You don't want it tight. It should be nice and loose and easy to move around, which it's absolutely perfect in this case. So we're going to go ahead and move on with this build. Now, before I get too deep into this build, I do want to explain a couple of things that helped me along the way. I always carry thread lock, whether it's the red or the blue. It's important to have both for different aspects. I also use assembly lube. This stuff is absolutely great on the transmission, on any metal to metal contact, in case you don't have oil, which in this case, I do have oil. I keep a little tub here full of it where I just dip it onto whatever I'm working on, and that's absolutely great for pre-lubricating everything inside, so that way on the first startup you don't have to worry about screwing anything up. Now, last but not least, I highly recommend this stuff. It's called Yamabond. This stuff is awesome. It dries within like an hour, and then all this black line that you see here, you just peel it right off. You can barely even see it, guys. This stuff is really great stuff. I highly recommend, if you're going to be building engines, definitely get some of these products. It'll help you tremendously. Crank is real nice and smooth on them. And this bolt is a reverse thread, so it's lefty-tighty. I used this key on the last project, and I went to the hardware store. I picked up a few that they had. I'm using some sandpaper, and I'm just fabricating my own key. That's almost perfect.
What it means to be alone, and the tears I cry, I've washed away all the scars of my disguise. I can't wait for someone to hear me and wait for someone to touch me and wait for effort to be done forever.
So now that everything's torqued down, we're gonna check our valve specs, and for our intake, we wanna see between 0.10 and 0.15 millimeters, and for our exhaust, we wanna see between 0.17 and 0.22 millimeters. So I'm gonna take my feeler gauges, which I've got right here. We're gonna check all our clearances. We're gonna find our 0.10 or 0.10 millimeter. That's our smallest measurement for our intake. And we're gonna see here if we can fit this in, which that fits nicely. A little bit of drag. That's a little bit loose, but that's all right because we still have a little bit of wiggle room on this. We're gonna go now and look for our next size up. So from 0.10, we go to 0.13 and then to 0.15. So we're gonna try our 13, and that has a little bit of drag there, a little bit of drag there, and then finally our 15, and that one is kind of hard to get in and kind of hard to get in there. So we're set on our intake side, and now our exhaust side, we need between 0.17 and 0.22. All I have is 0.18 and 0.20. So those are the only sizes that I can use to measure, and we're gonna see here if 0.18 will fit in here. So 0.18, I guess this one here, that's in spec. That one's pretty good, but over here, I can't get it. This one has to be adjusted. So if we can fit a 0.15 in, that means we have to shrink the shim down. So we have to go a smaller size to get a bigger feeler gauge in. So we're gonna pop this off. I'm removing the chain tensioner so that way we have some slack in our cam chains. And this is a great tip. Use little zip ties. I put them right through the circles on the cams here, and that's to keep us in time. So regardless of what I do up here, I can move everything around and not have to worry about losing my timing. Here I've got a shim kit. I've got a digital caliper. You do not want to cheap out on your calipers, guys. This is the most important tool for doing anything related to valve shimming. And last but not least, guys, I have a little magnet. This is all going to be a very easy process as long as you have these tools. So you're just going to get that cam out of the way. You're going to take your magnet, you're going to pull up the bucket, and as you can see right in there, guys, we have our shim. I'm just going to pop that shim out here on my hand, as you can see, and I am going to take a measurement here of our shim. So you want to zero it out, make sure you're at 0. We're going to open the caliper, and we are going to see, and right there we are at about 2.89 millimeters. So call it 2.9 millimeters. We're going to go down one size on this. So 2.9, I think, will be able to get us to 2.85, and that should get us right in spec. That's going to be our shim. We're just going to pop that right on top of our, going to toss this valve cap back in, or bucket rather, right in place. Put our cam back in place, and then last but not least, our cam retainer here. Perfect right there. So let's see now if it fits, and it does. It's perfect on both sides. Both of these are in spec, and both of our intake are in spec, so we are good as far as our valves go. Make sure that we're in time once again. Now, the timing on these can be a little bit tricky. Intake side to sit at 12 and 3, and if you draw an imaginary line straight across, you want this dot to line up and this dot to line up, which they do in this case, and you want both of the other dots at 12 o'clock, which they are. And if you look down here on the case, you can see barely the little line that sits in here that tells us our timing mark. It's there. It's extremely hard to see. I wish they had it like labeled with a brighter color or something, because I'm sure a lot of people get confused doing this, but everything's in time. Everything's good to go here. I literally cannot explain how upset and frustrated I am about this project bike. I've done all the work on it. We just rebuilt the whole engine. It idled fine. I had it outside running for about 10 minutes and the thing shut off. And I was like, what's going on here? And I looked down and the stator cover was like halfway off. And I did put the screws in, but I forgot that when I worked on this originally, that these screws were all stripped out, and the vibrations of the engine just running backed it all out, and now the screws are totally stripped. There's no way for me to hold the stator cover on, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal, honestly, if the actual stator wasn't attached to the cover. But in this case, it is attached to the cover. So it looks like, guys, this entire engine is coming back out of the bike, and I am going to put in that case that came with the crank, which I should have done from the start. I just didn't think to do it because there's a lot of cleaning involved in getting this case ready, and I had just totally forgotten that these cover holes were all stripped out. So I am beyond frustrated with this bike. This is now the second time I'm rebuilding this motor in 2 days, or building the bike for that matter in 2 days. So we are we're gonna start disassembling this bike now, unfortunately, and then we'll get to ripping down the motor and putting this new case on. So guys, bear with me on this. I'm gonna work like triple speed on this, get this thing done by tonight, hopefully. So, because I really want to ride it. Been literally the longest day working on this bike. This has been straight up a 12-hour day. Reassembling the engine, finishing it up, getting it in the bike, getting it started, finding out that there was a problem, disassembling the entire bike, rebuilding the entire engine, and now finally, guys, it's in the bike, and we are going to see for the first time if this thing starts just as it should. Hopefully no problems here. Let's get this thing started. I cannot believe that we got this bike started. First kick, guys. That was crazy. After all the hell this bike has put me through. And here it is, guys. This thing is absolutely awesome. This is going to be my first time ever riding a 250. So we're going to go out to the street here and we're going to give this thing a rip.
I just left in the middle of the night. Back to California. I'll never look back. Shows that the sun's every single day, but she can't find it in her heart to run away.
Sounds good, dude. That's on the move.